We've got 4 quarter-final matches to enjoy at the UK Open for you this afternoon. What better way to spend your Sunday? Can't think of anything better than this, surely. Well, we've got a bit of a crowd here. Not maybe the usual crowd. We've got the ex-players like Stephen Bunting down here, Rapid Ricky as well, and the family of Rob Cross. Looking forward to his match a little bit later against Gary Anderson. He's last up. But first, we've got Steve West, who booked his spot in the last 8 with a 10-9 win over the informed Michael Smith yesterday. He's really earned his place. He takes on David Pallett, who also upset the odds to beat Kim Huybrechts in his 5th round match. Who will prevail today? Over to your MC, John McDonald.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to Butlins Minehead for the quarter-final stages of the Coral UK Open, brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation and live on ITV Sport. Well, it's time now to meet our quarter-finalists. Please welcome David Pallett and Steve West.
Too sure whether Alan Warren a little or John Rawling would have expected to be commentating on these 2 players in the quarterfinals. Nodding away, yes, you absolutely would have picked them both out, wouldn't you, John?
Not really, not really. I must be honest on this one. And both of them really very much in a chance of going into new ground, Alan.
Yeah, first quarter-final for both players. Plenty of opportunity for both and a few others this afternoon.
Well, let's take a look at the 2 lads. There is Dave Pallett. 28 years old, and he is in his first ever televised quarter-final, as you've heard. Born in Shropshire, recently though he's moved to Kettering, which is where he's based, and regularly practices with the man you saw a moment or 2 ago, Ricky Evans. Steve West, 42 years old. He lives in Waltham Abbey. And this also his first PDC televised quarter-final. In the past, he has won a BDO event. His brother Tony won the BDO World Masters. He lives in Holland. And it's actually Steve's 3rd quarter-final this year, and he's 9th inside 2 years. So signs that he's moving his game on.
Yeah, he has been pretty proficient on the Pro Tour, gets there and thereabouts, just can't seem to get that breakthrough which some players need to really progress.
Dave's been really stepping up his practicing regime, managed by John Archer, same management group as Stephen Bunting, Ricky Evans and Rob Cross, who's in action later on. Dave got to this stage beating Robert Thornton, James Wade, good names, and Kim Huybrechts, so he's not got here by accident.
Well, the loss of his tour card was certainly a major blow, but this run will certainly, no doubt, fill his desire and enthusiasm to regain it, and not just the 3 wins in this run, but the quality of the opponent to get to this stage.
Absolutely. Steve West beat Darryl Pilgrim, Matthew Edgar, got a couple of 170 checkouts to get that victory, beat him 10-7. And then in the last round, bit of an upset. He managed to come through against Michael Smith, who currently heads the Premier League rankings with 4 wins out of 4. Good win that was for Steve.
Yeah, it's one of his best wins over recent years, without a shadow of a doubt. Doesn't need to go. So good thinking from Dave Pallett. Great setup after 12 darts.
Beautiful darts, isn't it? You can put that away, a 13 darter to open up with, but West's keeping him honest.
140.
Well, just in case. He's left Shanghai. Oh, wonderful.
How about that? 13 darter to open up with. Good darts.
When you're starting a match with that kind of standard, you start getting your opponent thinking, well, I'm up against somebody here who's playing very well.
It certainly is. 5 years he was on the Pro Tour. Dave Pallett. This year he's going to be playing the Challenge Tour and a few pro events as well, I'm sure.
Yes, the only associate member left in the tournament. Ratajski was another one who got beat last night.
139.
So it just shows you the standard of the PDC players now, where even tour card holders can perform at this level.
Yeah, I mean, we We read your social media comments, you know, when you fire them across to us, and people talking about the upsets and things, but there's two ways of looking at it. It's the depth of talent now that there is in darts.
81.
It's no longer just the, you know, you're no longer looking at just 8 people or so who are likely to do it. You can go right down the rankings and see a much bigger depth of talent.
Yeah, there's always been this group of players just behind the top pros who are just waiting for their moment. Because they're playing on the Pro Tour circuit on a regular basis, playing at a very high level,
99.
you have to improve.
So Steve's on Shanghai when he comes back. Is Pallett going to get himself onto a finish? Could do with a treble.
57. So you require 120.
Well, Steve West left 120 in the first leg, but didn't have the opportunity to take it out. But he's throwing first in this one. Well, may go high on this last
80.
one. Yeah. What great last start, that one.
Fabulous last start, wasn't it? Time on his side.
I mean, the confidence you have to do that, because if that had gone out of the board, he would have been left with 80, with still some work to do after Pallett's throw.
No negative thoughts in there, and that's a nice 16 darter to open up for Steve West. And victory for him. One apiece.
Yeah, good start from both players, 13 and 16. That's what we want to see.
60.
Steve West around number 32 in the order merit rankings,
58.
looking to improve that.
Well, he'll be going up, won't he? Particularly if he wins this.
Well, certainly rise quite considerably, you would think. But the confidence levels that you get from it as well, certainly going to the rest of the tournaments. Remember, this is very early stages of 2018. So many tournaments still to play.
96.
He's kind of lost that tag as the dangerous player now, Steve West, as now is a good professional.
How about this? Coming down.
140.
So both players playing pretty well on throw. Very early on in the match.
60. David, you require 160.
So 161. May not go for this. Could be the old setup. Oh, good darts. 9 now.
134.
Two brilliant trebles and then missed the big 9.
I was just going to say, the first and third leg, he's done 2 fantastic setups, not gone for the big finish.
27.
But he still has time.
Double 8.
11.
Well, he's got time. West not on a finish. Pallett will return.
80. David, you require 16.
See if he can get it this time of asking. Good marker. Could do with this. Now, a glimmer of an opportunity for Steve West.
A massive kick in the teeth if he can take it out. From Pallett's point of view, once you miss so many doubles, despite you coming back to the board,
140.
you're on the back foot, you have that negativity in the back of your mind.
Game shot in the third leg.
Game shots. Pallett 2-1 up, and it's going with darts. Darts.
140.
Yet to see a maximum in this match.
I've got that feeling that this game's going to be one on the doubles because they're both pretty prolific scorers.
140.
Best of 19 again at this quarter-final stage, so first to 10.
140.
Certainly no doubt that these two players have the game to trouble any professional. What they've got to do here, they've avoided the big guns without being disrespectful to the other players. They've not got to take the eye off the prize. They've got to really dig in and try and win this match because the opportunity is there. It's a massive opportunity for these two players and for Robert Owen and John Part.
Big financial difference as well. The loser of this gets 11,500. The winner guaranteed at least 17,500 tops.
60.
Well, missed the treble 20, but tied it up with a treble 15. Oh, Dave Pallett had a chance of a 161 before, didn't take it. Pressure's on for West now.
140. Steve, you require 40.
Double 10 for West. For the holder throw, which he duly does, and a 14 darter. Darts again, a 16 darter and a 14 darter for Steve. And there's a break at the end of this leg. Pallett just
60.
Focused on trying to hold his throw once more. Little between them in terms of averages, both averaging 93. West with the better checkout rate, 2 out of 4 as against 2 out of 7 for Pallett.
Yeah, neither player on throw has yet been challenged. This could be happening at this moment in time.
60.
Dave Pallett with 2 60s. West already in front plus these.
He's taken the throw, hasn't he? And he's capitalising.
100.
You can see the eye, the flash, he knows it as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he wanted that 140 then, didn't he?
He's still just over a ton in front, minus these.
100.
First maximum. It's been a while coming, but Steve West is taking a tight grip on this leg, and it looks as though a break could be imminent. Maybe. Great response, though.
Maximum apiece, just to put that little bit of doubt.
Double 8.
84.
So now, what can Pallett do with this? 101. It's coming down to the bottom of the board. Great dart. Double 16 now. Yes, 101. And what a checkout that is. He was under all sorts of pressure, and then he hit him with the 180, and then that checkout. Well played indeed. So it's still all with throw. Dave Pallett leading Steve West 3-2. Welcome back to Minehead. First quarter-final match of the afternoon. And Steve West there. He'll be wondering how Dave Pallett, the taller man from Kettering, how on earth did he win that last leg?
Yeah, last 6 darts were fantastic. Steve West had 1 dart at the double.
125.
From a 92 outshot. Dave Pallett kept his cool, took out the 101 to keep all legs currently with throw.
101 after setting it up with a ton 80.
Yep, 281 in 6 darts, fantastic. Good standard.
100.
Steve West averaging just shy of the 100 mark, as you see. And Dave Pallett not far behind him, all going with throw so far.
100.
Both players will be pretty much aware that they're playing well.
85.
It's all about taking the opportunities that arise. Pallett did it in that last leg, as we saw. He's got that determined look, hasn't he? A player that wants to get back to where he was after losing his tour card. It's strange, isn't it? When you lose your tour card, then you have your best run in a TV event.
95.
So he's obviously putting the work in, John. As you mentioned before, he's practicing a lot with Ricky Evans.
230 required.
Yeah, has to stay on the 20s.
60. Stevie
Unlucky.
required 96.
So for the holder throw, 96. Treble 20 required.
56.
But it's a big ask for Pallett.
170.
Tied it up eventually, but this is the big one. Not to be.
140. Stevie require 40.
Double 10.
A shot to the 6 leg.
Nicely done. 17 darter.
To row first.
And 3 apiece.
Oh, nicely progressing this match as Pallett gets his second maximum. His last one was very significant because it gave him the chance of an outshot, which he took.
60.
It's at the start of the leg, though. Yeah, great angle there.
Oh, how about this?
Plenty of room.
140.
Well, 5 perfect darts, 180 and then the 140. Puts him in a strong position on his own throw once again.
140.
Impeccable scoring, really, from both players. It's turning out to be Sunday lunchtime cracker.
Unlucky that one.
40.
Looks as though it bounced out of the treble. Well, why didn't that stay there?
I think it just caught the flight on the way in. It just took out some of
45.
the energy
You've got 145.
of the dart.
141. Can't be done this time, but West is well back. 25 maybe, 15 maybe. Just doing the maths. 61 remaining, and he gets the 15.
60. David, you require 46.
Not too happy at the moment, Steve West.
Oh dear, it's a lack of concentration. Double 16 now. One dart where he should have had 2, but he puts it away nicely. 4-3.
Yeah, so got quite a way in front of the leg with that maximum with the first 3 darts. Well, Steve West doing the old ghost maximum there. Looking round, I was going to say looking round at the crowd. It must have been the back door or the cleaner coming in.
Looked away as he threw that 3rd dart. Is he going to do it again? No, not this time.
140.
Sometimes strange to see, isn't it, John, when they do that with the last dart?
That's a bit of showmanship, isn't it?
57.
Let's watch it. There you go. Oh no, he's actually looking away, to be fair. Optical illusion.
57.
Can't leave a finish now. So Steve West, again, as all the other legs
60.
have,
Steve requires 160.
looking good on throw.
100.
Well, that's okay. It's leaving Pallett having to hit at least a 140 here. Plenty of room, though. Oh, again,
80.
the dart comes
Steve
out of the
requires
board, and you can
64.
see it. The marker's in the treble 20.
64 he wanted. 16 to leave tops now for 4 all.
24.
Let's have another look at that bounce out. That's unlucky.
Well, it would have left him on 144. This would have given him a dart at double 12 for the match. That's how significant sometimes a dart falling out the board can be.
West capitalises, 16 darter, and it's back
Game on.
level, 4 all.
Nicely bubbling away this match. Both players looking pretty good at this moment in time.
97.
There hasn't been too many significant mistakes. Power scoring.
100.
Thought this match had the look of one which was going to go long, and it still looks that way, doesn't it? Looks as though it could go right to the wire.
Oh, it's had 2 maximums, and there's the 3rd one.
190.
Pallett is stacking up nicely.
83.
And on throw once again, the man with the darts has the advantage. Cover shot. And again. Beautifully done.
134.
Very solid performance by both players. It was the first one to lose the throw.
David, you require 90.
Doesn't look like Pallett at the moment.
Looking at the bull, maybe. Yep. Needs another. Oh, he didn't. It was that way. Okay, fair enough. Well, it's a setup.
54.
Well, it's left double 18.
140. David, you require 36.
Double 18 then.
Good
dart.
13
13 darter. High quality.
Throw first.
Yes, that's his second 13-darter, John.
Well, there's a break at the end of this leg. Are we going to have a break of throw at last
97.
to go with it?
Well, each player has been relentless, really, on throw. Not giving the person throwing second any opportunity to take the leg.
Legs one against throw, 0
55.
for both men.
Not happy with that one.
Well, he could be under a bit of pressure here if Pallett jumps all over this. Another one would be handy.
100.
Well, it's good, but he would have hoped for a wee bit more.
Yeah, Steve West will be happy. Well, West was going south there.
59.
Strange start. Maybe he was just mad with the pitch, because a previous throw, if you remember, he was disgusted with the visit.
I think that hit his dart, that second one. Yeah, it clipped the dart coming in. Caught the flight, didn't it? The third one in...
Yeah, it is, yeah.
she's been picking up off the floor.
100.
Well, that was a good last dart that he needed, and really needed. He just looks a little bit rattled, Steve West, because he hasn't performed well in this leg, but still in a good position.
93.
Still got the advantage, isn't he? By dint of being the man with the darts in his hands.
100.
Well, 90 still leaves you with a bit of work to do, so Pallett's got an outside chance here if he can set up something nicely.
Another one would be ideal. Oh, he missed it by a long way, didn't he?
Tried to force it through.
90 to hold throw. 20 for bullseye.
64.
Good effort, but no.
David, you require
Right,
88.
88.
Yeah, Somerset now for Dave Pallett, 88. Oh, great first one. Double 14 for the first break. One dart left. Oh, what a wonderful dart from Dave Pallett. Great standard from both players in this first quarter-final.
Ideal time to do it, wasn't it? Right before the break, and the first break of the match. And Dave Pallett, outsider according to the bookies, he's got his nose ahead and leads 6-4 at the second break. What a great time it was to do this. The break of throw. And that was the dart which hurt. Dave Pallett getting his nose ahead at last. He leads 6-4. And coming up later on, we've got the continuation of John Part. He's in the quarterfinals, the big Canadian, making something of a fairy tale return against Rob Owen. Is John Part going to be victorious once again?
Well, he's got the chance. That significant finish from Dave Pallett. Highly palatable for Sunday lunch.
How did I know you were going to say that?
Game on.
Well, he's got the break. He's got to build on it now, though. Counts for nothing if you don't have the hold thereafter.
96.
Well, he's got to continue with his scoring. He hasn't really given Steve West any opportunities against the throw. He's been very solid. Couple of 13 darters in there. Solid performance by both. Just that last leg. Steve West, one dart at the ball. Couldn't hold. Still good standard.
60.
Dave Pallett's been consistently good all weekend. Good names lying in his wake. Robert Thornton, James Wade, Kim Huybrechts. Is he going to add Steve West to that list?
Well, he's beaten two major winners. All three have played in the Premier League.
140. Have you
He's beaten
167?
three very good players.
Treble 19, he's looking... Oh, he's decided just to set up.
131. Stevie,
A gamble.
161.
Is West going to get 161 and make him pay? Treble 17 for bullseye. No, he's not.
He was begging for that treble 17 there. When a player does that to you and offers you the finish, you're so desperate to take it out.
Double 9. And it's worked for him. The setup and capitalises. If you're playing against a player who does that to you and doesn't take it out, and you're on a finish, does that rankle?
Drives you mental. Because you're so desperate to take it out. You really are desperate to take it out and send the message straight back to your opponent, because that's what he's done. He knew he was on a finish, but he's just saying to him, you're not going to take this out, I'm going to set it up and win the leg.
Which he did.
133.
And Steve West on the receiving end now. The favourite, 7-4 down. He only needs another 3.
58.
He's going through a sticky patch at the moment.
Yeah, he certainly is. West's compass has gone missing.
And he is looking as though he's in trouble because his throw is under big pressure again. Could do with another. He's got one. That was a big dart, that last one.
Yeah, I'll feel a little bit better though. He's got to scrap away here because he cannot afford to lose against a throw again. It would be 3 legs on the spin.
58.
And 4 legs on the spin, in fact. If Pallett can win this one.
Pallett just let him off the hook a little bit. Needed a treble with that last dart to leave himself on a finish. West on 110. If Pallett can find, well, ton 40, it'd be very handy.
He just seems to be keeping his composure just that little bit better of the two. Steve West looks a bit animated at times when things aren't going his way.
Ton 10 for the hold of throw. Not going to be this time, so Pallett with the opportunity. Big ask, but you never know.
Treble 19. And again. Oh, unlucky. Had all the bed to aim for there.
Just a little deflection, wasn't there? Right, 56. This is a must-take. Tops. Oh, big pressure dart, this one. And he's missed it. Oh, dear. He's feeling it up there, Alan.
Yeah, it's a culmination of the last 2 or 3 legs where things haven't gone his way. This is a big visit in terms of how the match could progress.
31.
Big chance gone.
West, double 5. Tension up there. Nerves are jangling. Oh, now, come on, you've got to go for it. And he does. Good dart.
Oh, I think he threw that one with his eyes closed because he was so relieved when that one went in. Back comes Pallett though.
Yep, still with the break, and that's as good as the maximum. Great start.
He's playing wonderful darts.
How about that for a response?
Just shows you the significance, John, of that last leg. If he'd have lost it, his head would have been all over the place.
78.
So Steve West, another big score would help him. Needs to capitalise and break back.
100.
Trying to get himself going. 2 good visits though. 280 in 2 visits. Isn't too shabby, but when Dave Pallett is at this moment in time hitting everything.
4th maximum.
180 and a 177 in this leg, and when you throw him first, that is very hard to break. Great leg from both players though.
66 he needs. Went for the bull. 9 now. Double 16. No.
34.
Now this is the real break-back opportunity.
Superb scoring from both players. This is an opportunity for Steve West. Double 13. Oh, he can't believe he's missed it.
Double 16, 3 darts in his hand, and surely Pallett won't allow West to wriggle off the hook again. Pressure though. The finishing line is getting closer. How much does he need this? And he's missed it.
Well, that first dart, it wasn't just the fact it missed and low, it was the angle he was at. It made him have to move over the board
Oh, he thought that second one was in, and he's missed the third one as well. And this is just a glaring opportunity for West, which at the moment he's not taking. So, double 16 again. 3 misses last visit. This time, no mistake. And he's 8-5 ahead. And Steve West must think, how on earth did I manage to lose that leg?
Yeah, big opportunities missed from Steve. We said early on in the match, John, that this game would be one of those games on doubles, and it's turning out to be that way.
You missed the opportunity to say that his chance had gone West.
I've already said it, John.
Have you? Oh, sorry. I must pay attention more. First to 10. And just 2 more legs now needed by Pallett.
140.
Steve West will be mad with himself with the last 3 or 4 legs. His scoring has just evaded him slightly.
60.
But the doubles have invaded him all the way through.
Those who support and sponsor Dave Pallett, watching the way he's played this weekend, they'll be thinking, how on earth has this guy lost his tour card? You know, if he could have played at this sort of standard on a regular basis, he'd be up there.
Well, I do believe that he's lost his tour card and now he's fighting his way back and practicing with Ricky Evans on a regular basis, because they are good mates as well, has certainly been a great move.
Yeah, absolutely. Encouraged in that direction, I'm sure, by manager John Archer as well. He's in that little group, sitting watching. Stephen Bunting there as well. And I'm sure somewhere practicing for his match later on. Rob Cross will be keeping a close watch on this as well. He's in the same group. Bull! Ooh, taking time. He's got to go for it, surely.
52.
Oh, my word.
Well, he's done the same what Dave Pallett did before when he was sending him the question. Now, this would be a killer. Well, it's not going to be now. It's a dangerous way to go, though.
Well, why set it up, though, and then do that?
Oh, exactly.
Tops then for West to prove a point. Double 15. Oh dear. 25. Well, the tactics exploded in his face now.
Well, Steve looking round at everybody, but he's only himself to blame.
And he's been punished. Only 1 more needed.
15th flag, David.
Well, you can kind of see what he was trying to do psychologically, trying to hit back, having been on the receiving end previously. But at this stage of the match...
Well, at 4 apiece, John, it was an outstanding match. Both players were scoring very heavily. Neither player on throw was missing the double.
140.
Since then, it's Dave Pallett who's been taking his chances. Steve West has missed a handful.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be a really tight match, but he's not exactly disintegrated, but he's certainly lost the momentum of the early stages. Be a hell of a comeback if he came back now.
140.
Well, he's probably in that position where he thinks he's lost the match. He hasn't performed well in the last 15-20 minutes. He may relax a little bit.
He was talking to Ned Bolting in one of the earlier matches, saying that his Achilles heel has always been his doubles, and there you see 24%, and it's spreading to the rest of his game. A couple of 5s here.
Keeping your composure is massive in this game, John. It really is. Concentration, focus. And we said 4 or 5 legs ago he looked animated, didn't he?
He's angry now. And Pallett, well, he was trying to set it up. No check out now.
94.
Still in a good position though, but he'll probably have to take it out because Steve West will also be on a finish.
101.
Well, is he going to take it now? Is this the moment that Dave Pallett goes into the last 4? Great first dart, double 8. Trying to keep it together and does. That's a real class leg, a 14-darter to win the match. And Steve West just couldn't go with him. Doubles hurt him, and that spread to the rest of his game. And he is sick. Dave Pallett through into the last 4. Not many people could conceivably have picked that when the tournament began this weekend. But he's there. And Steve West is still hurting as he leaves the stage.
Well, we have had our first quarter-final here at the UK Open, and it's David Pallett from Newport in Shropshire through to his first ever TV semi-final after a 10-5 victory over Steve West. Pallett's previous best TV performance was the last 32 of the World Championship a couple of years ago, so he will be absolutely delighted with that. Double trouble though for West once again. He said that was his problem. He missed 16 of his 21 darts at double this afternoon. Pallett averaging 95. He was 45% on his doubles, and he is through to this afternoon's draw. I wonder how he's reflecting on his performance this afternoon. Let's hear from him, shall we, with Ned.
Well, I think he's reflecting with great satisfaction on that. That's the answer to that one, Jackie, because, well, David, you can't wipe the smile off your face at the moment. That could hardly have gone better, could it?
Yeah, I played well. Steve let me off a couple of legs there. I let him off a couple of legs, but I punished him when I needed to and took my chances. So, yeah, very happy with that.
I mean, before this match got underway, and I spoke to you both about what this match meant, is it match like any other? And Steve kind of underplayed it and said it's just any other match. And you were honest enough, I think, to admit, no, it's not just another match. This is a big deal.
Yeah, it's all new to me. I'm sort of learning as I go, sort of thing. Same as like Rob Cross was last year, and it seemed to work all right for him. So I'm just going to keep learning and playing and hoping for the best.
You're actually, is it right, you're rooming with Rob Cross, or you're sharing accommodation with him, the same block?
Well, yeah, sharing accommodation in the same block sort of thing. So, yeah, he's been in the same camp with us for the last couple of years now, and he's massive influence on the likes of me and Ricky and everyone else sort of thing. So he gives us great confidence.
And he does show the way forward, because you've given up work relatively recently in order to get yourself the tool card. That didn't work out, but the fact that you are dedicated full-time to the game now, it's showing dividends straight away.
Yeah, I'm sticking with it. I mean, obviously I didn't get my tour card and I can't get on the Pro Tours at the minute. Hopefully the Challenge Tour goes all right and I can get on a couple of Pro Tours, but Miss is looking after me and she's been good as gold. So, yeah, hopefully I'm just going to keep it going and keep playing well, and hopefully it'll pay dividend in the end.
Well, talking about paying dividend, you're a trained accountant, aren't you, by trade? So, your accountancy skills are going to come into play a little bit, because you're slightly richer than you were about an hour ago.
Yeah, thankfully. Anyway, wasn't too good at counting at the end there, towards the end, but no, I finished it off and did the job.
All right, listen, you've got a good few hours, and then we'll see you back on the hockey. Many, many congratulations. Well done, Dave.
Thank you very much. Cheers, Ned.